YouTube! Welcome to another video. Today, we are reacting to more pars for the first time. I had a lot of people on my comments asking me to react to this, but here's the thing. I have a really bad bug phobia. When I see bugs, I start to fucking hallucinate. There's things crawling on top of my skin. And I know that while he doesn't only talk about bugs, I know that he talks about some freaky ass bugs. So I'm probably gonna lose my fucking shit watching this. But oh well, so long as me losing my shit is entertaining to you, that I will take that. And if you want to join us and watch these reactions live, you should come over to Twitch. We are very welcoming here. We do lots of things that don't end up on the YouTube that are really cool, so you should come and join us, okay? And yeah, let's go. You guys ready for this?
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we
10,000. Oh my god, I didn't even know that it existed that many.
So is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet.
What? Doesn't even... Bro. Chat, if I lived in Australia, I think I might get naturally selected because I would have thought that that was just a fucking regular ass tarantula.
Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find these?
Could be in the Amazon.
Scary looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes.
What
and if
the
you think
fuck?
wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather.
Dude, when I look at animals from Australia, I feel like they are just like... Their evolution was just like, you know what? Fuck you. Their evolution just looked at everybody else and it was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna evolve like a fucking war machine for no apparently good reason because I can.
Now, why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send...
That was not the worst one? That was not the new one that he was talking about? That there's another?
You to heaven with same-day delivery. A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup.
What?
That's right. Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even...
Oh, wait, that's smaller than I expected, actually. I thought that they were like the size of your hand or something.
Bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me...
I don't know, man. That's actually pretty massive. That's pretty damn big.
Hey, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison, this is the new one.
Oh,
it's
damn.
Twice the fucking size.
It literally looks like a before and after of taking steroids.
It's cunt. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom.
Holy
that isn't even the best part.
shit.
See, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet?
Oh, God.
The Newcastle Big Boy.
Bro. No, come on. Come on. We need rules, bro. Can you imagine you travel to Australia and you die because you were bitten by one of these things, and then your mom has to tell your whole family, yeah, he died because he got bitten by a Newcastle big boy. That doesn't sound like you were attacked by a spider. It sounds like you got like a fucking disease from a fucking gay orgy. Like, what do you mean, bro? What the fuck is that name?
Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe.
That is wild.
Big boy.
That is crazy, dude.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the huntsman.
Oh my god. That thing is really big. Wait, don't we have those in the Amazon?
Native to the land down under and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting them.
Wait, don't we have those in Brazil? Or am I crazy? Or am I confusing it? I feel like I've heard of that before. Huntsman spider. That name sounds familiar. Don't we have that here?
Themselves on camera.
Oh.
And look, in defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle.
Oh.
Now,
not the fucking find my pages. Not the fucking find my pages. You can't fucking hit me with that shit, dude. No.
As if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough,
No, they're not that bad. They're like kind of cute if you look at them like with your eyes half closed and, you know, really drunk.
Inform you that the huntsman spider grows up to 30 fucking centimeters in size.
Chat, I have measured my forearm before because there was like this fun fact that your forearm is the same length as your foot. My forearm, I think, is like 22 or 24 centimeters. This motherfucker is bigger than my forearm. What the fuck?
Making it the largest spider on the planet by leg span and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long.
Oh my fucking god.
Being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank.
No, that shit can run!
Unfortunately, the huntsman is fucking turbocharged.
Oh no.
Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia.
But he's not.
However, that's his big secret. The huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise.
I mean, they might be physically harmless, but you're definitely gonna get some fucking psychological damage from seeing that shit.
Because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes.
That is a big price to pay for flies. I'm not gonna lie. That is a really, really big price to pay for not having flies in your house. Like, the ones that I see in my house are like smaller than my fingernail, and they do the same thing.
Because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
Oh my god.
I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you, they're
Oh
pretty
my
good
god.
company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes.
What?
Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but
Oh my god.
when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying
Oh my
to
god.
yeah, they like to sleep in there, and
I, unironically, would purposely fucking without having to look at that thing anymore. I would be so scared that I would purposely fuck so that I get an easy way out. YouTube, I am joking, by the way. I am not going to YouTube robot. By the way, YouTube robot, I think you're really sexy and cool. I think that you're basically like the Terminator robot. Please do not fucking demonetize me or like ban me or something. I was joking.
you've just dropped one into your lap. Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're gonna crash the...
Oh, I'm gonna panic. Oh, I would panic. Ooh. Oh, I would panic.
Australia...
Oh my god, that was...
This wasp is basic...
Why is it all bugs? It's all bugs.
a xenomorph. Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp, possibly one of the most...
That is an insane fucking name.
nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's...
Does that mean what I think it means? Please tell me it doesn't. Please tell me it doesn't.
autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first.
Oh my god, no way, no way.
This wasp is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches. Which I mean, boys, we would all...
Oh my god, dude. You do not understand how specific my phobia of seeing bugs on top of human skin is. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my... Bro, no, hold on, we're using the fucking heart rate monitor. All right, you ready? I'm not. I am absolutely not.
Great. Well above average, right? Huge. And this is probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet.
Wow.
Coming in just barely behind the bullet ant. Pack and a half.
Why would you do that to yourself? I feel like that's just more the result of extreme boredom than science. You know, they already knew that it was the most painful. I don't think you needed to test that again.
Half-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, I can't move my arm, and electric. Now, the
Yeah, very worth it.
size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests,
Oh, no.
they are purpose-built genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia.
That was the worst image I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. That was horrible. That was horrible. What the fuck? What the
Australia
fuck?
basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for it.
What the
But
fuck?
They don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula.
No, dude. There's no fucking way there's actually gonna be the fucking xenomorph style.
Bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley.
That's fucking illegal. Oh my god.
Noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him. Flying down from above to land a sting and
Look at the size of that fucking thing. Look at the size of that fucking thing next to a fucking tarantula. Are you fucking kidding me?
to the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The
Oh my
Bug Harbor
god.
Butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because
It's taking it to the dungeon. Oh my god. That shit is taking him to the dungeon and is gonna fucking impregnate him.
our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very,
This thing is a fucking demon.
very hungry larvae. Fortunately, there's
No. You're not telling me what I think you're telling me. You're not. No.
a whole bunch of fresh fruit right here underneath it. That food being the still paralyzed, still very conscious and aware spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh.
That is the best definition I've ever seen of hell on earth. That is literally some horror movie shit. This is worse than the fucking xenomorph.
After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking
Wait, it didn't even go out yet? It was like actually eating it from the inside. Oh my god!
burster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation. Anywho, good luck getting any sleep.
What the fuck is wrong with Australia? What the actual fucking shit is wrong with Australia?
Aussie farmers thought they were being attacked by aliens. But what was actually causing it is
that a
so
bunny?
much funnier. This is a wallaby.
Aww,
The kangaroo's
it looks like a kangaroo bunny.
vertically challenged little cousin.
I feel a little bit attacked.
Now, to get a little more specific, this is a Bennett's wallaby,
Aww.
native to my home state of Tasmania. And that location is very important to the story. Tassie is home to a lot of things. Beautiful views, a seal with a felony record, and the nut. However, one thing they tend
I need a little bit more explanation on that last one.
to leave off the tourism brochures is drugs.
What? What the fuck?
Tasmania is the world's largest exporter of legal opium. The main ingredient.
I thought that shit was opium? What in the 1800s fucking drug is that? Morphine? That's for hospitals though. Does that count? Does it count if it's like used for medicine? Oh, okay. Alright. I thought it only counted if it was like drugs like, you know, like yeah, you know? Opium is used for opioids in general. It's not just the illegal ones. I see.
In opioid painkillers like morphine, with this one tiny island producing 50% of global supply.
Jesus fucking Christ. Isn't it a flower? I think I remember that from my history class. Isn't it opium like a flower or something?
Now, opium comes from poppy milk, and to get poppy milk, you need to milk poppies.
I'll let you milk my poppy. Sorry.
And to produce that 50% of global supply, Tasmanian farmers grow huge fields of these things across the north.
Aw, that looks pretty.
However, because throwing these flowers...
Wait a minute. Where is this? I think I can kind of predict why that animal, that cute little animal at the start was involved in this, and I don't know if I like it.
...flowers into a crafting table gives you narcotics these fields are legally required to be under extremely tight security. Which is why these same poppy farmers became extremely confused when f***ing crop circles showed up in the plant equivalent of a f***ing Town Hall 9 Clash of Clans base. They were understandably absolutely f***ing bewildered by this.
Fucking
and some
way.
people even thought it was aliens. So to figure out whether or not it was a Halo Elite drawing this shit, they set up some cameras. And what they saw was this little shit breaking into the field.
There's no fucking way that the little baby kangaroo was getting high, dude. Somebody needs to take that baby kangaroo to one of those talks where they tell you, say no to drugs. Drugs are bad. Spider-Man wouldn't do drugs.
Eating the milk-filled buds, getting
No.
absolutely f***eyed, and then hopping in circles until he passed the f*** out. They thought the f***ing Covenant were invading, and it was a drink-driving wallaby.
It was a fucking drug addict little kangaroo. That's insane.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
Huh?
Introducing our protagonist, Neil
Oh
the
my
Seal,
gosh.
a 600 kilo
Jesus Christ, that thing is fucking massive.
absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under, who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society. But despite his
it's
crimes,
kinda
we all still
cute.
truly love him. But what are his crimes? Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish, and has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass
I really want to pet that thing. It looks like a huge puppy creature with fins.
down directly in the middle of them. However, hands down, the funniest shit he has ever done was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work. I shit you not. This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car. She was then unable to go to work because this half-ton beefcake was camping her driveway.
That is one of those times where you need a phone to record that shit. Because how the fuck are you gonna convince your boss that a fucking seal is stopping you from going to work, dude? There's no way that they would have believed her if she didn't fucking record that.
For so damn long. Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking
Oh my
story.
god.
Now, this is a lot of menace for a single seal to cause. But the funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even fully grown. He's like 5 years old.
How fucking big does that thing get? Bro, oh my god.
If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly 2 solid
What the? No, this has to be. No. I don't believe it. That can't. No, there's no way. That has to be like the biggest one that exists.
tons of blubber and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan.
Dude, that thing, no. Nako, that's an average elephant seal. No fucking shot. No fucking way. Oh my god.
This bird has to...
Oh my god, is that fuck-ass kiwi bird. Isn't this called a kiwi? Oh my god, this fuck-ass thing.
rearrange its organs and skeleton just to lay an egg. This
What?
cute little guy is the kiwi bird, a species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution. You see this?
I can relate to that part, buddy. Don't worry, kiwi bird. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I understand how you feel.
Hawk and featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary.
Dude, is this like when all of your siblings, all of your cousins are like mega fucking successful and are like doctors and lawyers and like super fucking rich and make a shit ton of money. Meanwhile, you're unemployed, living with your mother still, and you spend your whole day reading hentai, playing video games, and jerking off? Not speaking from personal experience, by the way. My siblings are also losers.
Being a member of the same family of flightless birds. However, there is a problem. You see, the rest of the kiwi's bloodline actually looked up a build guide before picking their stat spread, and as such made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful.
Alright,
His
alright.
cousin's specking into speed, size, and some kind of offensive capability.
Damn.
So that leaves the question, what did the kiwi pick to make up for not flying?
Cute.
Absolutely f***ing nothing.
No, it's cute. It's like kinda cute, you know.
Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives, coming in at only 4 kilos in weight and 50 centimeters tall.
They're like cat-sized.
This is because kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet and bloodlust for just...
That is pretty surprising, I'm not gonna lie, because in any other situation, that thing would have been everybody's meal.
...and a little guy with a good attitude, which honestly worked pretty well for them, until the British did British...
Usual suspects. Every time, there's always a Brit at the scene of the crime.
things, and now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And considering this build was not designed for PvP, they have been...
Wait, hold on. Did he say do cats eat that? Okay, no. Getting eaten by a cat when you're an animal of that size is actually embarrassing. Holy shit.
slapped so hard by invasive species that they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But
What the
getting shafted by
fuck?
the British is just the beginning of the generational violation of the kiwi, because these poor feathered fruits can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over. You see,
No
the kiwi
way.
bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs. I'm talking hit your protein macros in one meal-sized eggs. And you would think
No
that
way.
is because they are large. And you would be wrong. Because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same size.
There's no way that this is bird inflation. You impregnate the kiwi bird and it turns into bird inflation.
A kiwi bird lays eggs 20% the size of their body. With the egg being so bloody large, it rearranges their internal organs and stretches their rib cage just to be able to hold the thing.
Yeah, that's me when with your mom. When I go to your mom with.
Reference, that is like a human giving birth to a 15-kilo child. That's not a bun in the oven anymore. That's a whole f***ing bakery.
Bro, you would legitimately just die. Like you would actually just fucking die. How do those things survive that?
This isn't a spider. It's a snake. Introducing
What the-
the Iranian...
What the what? Okay, hold on. What the dude? Sometimes I will look at animals and I'll be like, camouflage? Who are you? Who are you camouflaging? You're not camouflaging until I see them in a place where they're actually camouflaging, and then I realize why it works, and that I'm actually just a fucking idiot.
Spider-tailed horned viper, as the name suggests, native to Iran, and you are all probably wondering why the f*** this snake has decided to attach a cosplay of the average Australian resident to his tail.
Dude, that literally looks like a fucking Resident Evil monster.
The answer is food. You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi, others eat Remy.
Excuse me?
You see, every known snake species is a predator. Some eat Bambi.
Dude, there's things that I'm technically kind of aware of, but when I get reminded of it, it's just the most insane shit ever. This looks... Okay, I'm sorry if I'm being mean to the snake, but this shit looks so fucking stupid. Like, bro, how is this the size of your head and this is how far your mouth opens? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Dude, this looks so stupid. Neko, you live in Brazil. Anacondas can eat jaguars. Bro, I don't live in the Amazon. That's not something that I need to worry about. I'll leave that type of reminder to the people that live up there. Thankfully, I don't live anywhere near anacondas, so I don't need to fucking think about that shit, okay? I'll let them worry about it.
Others eat Remy, and the spider tail, not unlike myself,
That shit looks so cool.
absolutely fucking loves KFC. But birds
Damn.
famously tend to fly, and last I checked, nope, ropes don't have wings. So
Yeah,
how
true,
does this
true,
viper
true.
get his zinger box? The answer is again food. You see, birds eat insects, and the spider tail
Yes?
knows this. So rather than trying to chase his prey down, this lazy fucker has evolved the evolutionary equivalent of DoorDash. You see,
That's not being lazy. Come on. Many animals do this strategy. It's basically fishing if you think about it. I don't think people would call a fisherman lazy. It's just strategy. They're being smart, okay?
when a viper feels like a meal, it'll start the hunt by finding a...
Wow, holy dude. It's so insane to see those animals in places that they actually, like, camouflage themselves in. Like, this is insane. If you saw this shit in nature, you probably wouldn't fucking see it. You wouldn't notice it was there if it was just, like, standing still.
nice rocky outcrop to curl up on like a couch. And due to the camouflage on his scales,
Wait, where is it this? Dude, the only reason that I can tell it's this, it's because of the fucking this thing. It's only because of this thing that I can tell it is there.
this snake becomes practically invisible.
I should have expected this. I should have known it was coming. I feel like she's been rickrolled, bro. I feel like I've just been fucking rickrolled.
Once he's nice and cozy, he begins to slowly wiggle his tail back and forth in front of his
Ew.
face, perfectly mimicking the motion of an insect. Think of this as him
Ew.
placing his Uber Eats order.
That's wild. That's a wild description.
Meanwhile, up in the air, our undercooked chicken tender is flying around when, holy shit, a free meal!
No
What
way!
a delectable bug just sitting there on that rock. And so, Tweety Birdie swoops down to grab himself an insect Happy Meal. And just as he's about to reach his meal,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is how I feel when I bait my cat by like wiggling one of her toys back and forward, and then she finally comes to bite the toy, and then I grab her and I like kiss her like you fell for my trap. You will now receive 1 billion kisses. Literally me with my cat, dude, unironically.
this is Australia's most common snake. And that's quite a problem, because it's also
Isn't that a black mamba?
one of the world's deadliest.
Oh my god, is that a black mamba?
Introducing the eastern brown snake, native to quite
It's
literally
not.
every state in the land down under. And unluckily for us,
What? I remember them looking like that when I'm in biology classes. Don't they have like the wrong snake? Where's the black mamba from? Don't they have a black mouth?
this asshole has earned himself a...
I mean, I don't think that the black mamba was called the black mamba because it was black. I'm pretty sure that's because of his mouth. Isn't it because of the mouth? If I recall correctly, it's because like when they open their mouth, like their mouth is fully black. That's why they're called that. No, I'll Google it. It is. I was literally right. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than you, and you stink of poo poo.
a silver medal in the Note Rope Olympics venom category, coming in second place for the most venomous snake in the world. It
Damn.
is worth noting that third and first place are unsurprisingly also both held by Australian snake.
Wow, the sky is blue.
Because God hates us. However, unlike first and third, the toxic middle child here is a far larger
Ew.
problem. Because putting it lightly,
Why can it stand so far upright? That was creepy as fuck.
he's a cunt.
Oh,
The eastern brown is one of the most territorial
Jesus.
species of snake in the world,
Jesus.
which is a scientific way of saying they operate on the US home defense philosophy. If you dare put a pinky toe onto this guy's property, he will bite your ass, injecting you with a hemotoxin that can send you to heaven via blood clot in under 30 minutes if left untreated.
dude, it's fucking wild that is somehow less than that fucking spider. That is not okay. That thing is less poisonous than that fucking spider. That kills you in 15 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
But hey, stay off his property and he'll leave you alone, right? Yeah,
Don't worry, I'm in Brazil. I'm very far away from his property.
one problem. His property is your property.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That's right, the eastern brown doesn't live out in the middle of nowhere like his slightly more deadly cousin. This fucker is so at home in the suburbs, he drives a f***ing Prius.
Why do people live in Australia? Bro, if I was born in Australia, the first thing that I would do when I had the money was move out. No, bro, you gotta have some fucking balls of steel to still live there. Oh my god, I would work my whole life with the only fucking option, like with the only fucking focus to just get out of there.
You can find this burnt piece of spaghetti literally anywhere. Go to put your shoes on, he's turned them into a 2-bedroom home.
Bro!
Hop in the car to go to work. Yeah, unfortunately, that's his car now.
That's literally like living in a fucking Souls-like game. Brazilian girly shitting on Australia is crazy. Bro, Brazil, scary animals are pretty much, it's like, if you don't go to the Amazon, you're fine. If you don't go to the Amazon, you're fine. There are like some dangerous spiders, some dangerous snakes, and like some dangerous scorpions in other places, but like, they are not that common. Like, you cannot find that type of shit just in the fucking middle of the city. Like, I feel like so long as you don't go to the fucking Amazon, Brazil is way less scary than Australia. The Amazon is way worse. Yeah, but that's the Amazon. Like, almost nobody lives in the Amazon. Like, it's a very small amount of people compared to like the whole entire population of Brazil that live there, because it's so fucking like scary and isolated and full of woods and shit and dangerous as fuck.
To work on the job site? What do you know? He works here too. Try to take a shower.
Hold on.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's his car now. Get to work on the job site? What do you...
Is this motherfucker just aura farming? Third most poisonous snake in the world. Most territorial snake. And this guy is just fucking sitting there. Okay, I think I understand why people don't move out of Australia. It's because they're insane!
No, he works here too. Try to take a shower after a long day at work.
Bro!
F off. He's moisturizing. You can't even take a shit in the comfort of your own home.
Please tell me it's not gonna be in the toilet, please.
Without running the risk of the dunny being occupied.
Dude, when I was a kid, I had an irrational fear that I was going to go pee and all of a sudden a snake was gonna like climb up the pipe and bite my coochie. I don't know why I thought that was gonna happen, but it was a fear that I've never seen a snake. Like, I have seen snakes in zoos. That was the only times in my life that I've seen a snake. I've never seen a snake in the wild. But for some reason, that was a fucking fear that I had.
In fact, these bastards are so omnipresent that out of the 200 species of snake in the country, this ginormous asshole makes up 60% of snake bites. What a...
You guys can call me a hypocrite, but at least in Brazil, you can just not go to the Amazon. These motherfuckers are spread all around Australia. At least our demons are region locked. At least our fucking demons are region locked. This shit is terrifying. What the fuck? Australia is actually a fucking Dark Souls map. What the fuck?
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
A leaf can kill you. If this is no, dude, if this is in Australia, I swear to God, I'm gonna go fucking buy alcohol and I'm gonna become an alcoholic.
Dying.
This is the gympie-gympie plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under.
Well, it's time to go listen to Creed, boys. Time to go listen to Creed and fish. I don't know. Oh my fucking God.
And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. Because yeah, no, of course, man.
Why?
The fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them.
Why? What the fuck is wrong with Australia? Why? What evolutionary purpose does that? Oh my God!
Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin. And
that is literally the type of shit you would see in a Saw movie!
And cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. One person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth, and she'd given birth 4 times. And the
I mean, yeah, I know. Okay, no. Look, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. I wanna make that joke. Okay, disclaimer. This is a joke. I feel like if you've done it 4 times, how bad can it really be, you know?
The up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being...
There's always a motherfucker, isn't there? There's always a fucking fucking dude. There's always a fucking dude.
Being put in the ground. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin
Groot's little hellspot.
here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung.
That's the Grussy.
This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years.
Bro, actually, what's the actual fucking shit? I knew that Australia had some fucked up shit, but no, dude, bro, how is that? Why, dude, why does that happen? What the fuck?
Releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident
This shit is scarier than a fucking horror movie monster.
came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
Oh my god, no. Dude, at that point, just let that fucking shit crust. Just let it crust until your butthole looks like a chocolate-covered strawberry. That, oh my god. Dude, not even the fucking leaves in Australia are trustworthy. What the hell?
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts. Touching this plant,
Oh my god, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. What the fuck?
a gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped.
Depends on who the men are. Because if it's people that have a similar constitution than me...
But that begs the question, which animal does win? In the end.
Oh, shit. Okay, top 2 animals that I'm the most scared of that aren't like bugs and shit. Chimpanzees and hippos. I am so scared of chimpanzees and hippos.
It's stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in
Damn.
a genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos. I present to you the hippopotamus. A hippo causing a 100-long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work...
Like, dude, you're not doing justice to how scary hippos are, okay? You can't put Moodang in the van.
Moodang has done for the hippopotamus community.
Yo! TV!
Doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient 40
That one does it justice.
F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it.
Huh?
You say the hippopotamus is possibly...
Look, I know that I said that I'm really scared of it, but at the same time, it's like kind of cute. The way that it runs is kind of cute. It runs like a chubby little cat. Look at the way that it runs.
specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it. You say the hippopotamus is
Bro,
possibly
you're gonna tell me that shit isn't cute!
the tankiest land animal on
It's so
the
cute!
planet, packing an unbelievably
Oh my
thick
god.
2-inch hide. Now look, we all know 2 inches is a lot, especially
2-inch heart?
2-inch hide. Now look, we all know
What did he say? Oh, hide. Oh, okay. I have a hard time understanding the Australian accent sometimes. I thought he said heart. I was like, that sounds wrong.
2 inches is a lot, especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions, trying to convert it into a family.
Okay, no, but those are baby lions. That's one lioness and the rest are babies. I feel like if they were fully grown lions, it would be a different story.
Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single fuck.
Dude.
If Mufasa
Dude, I feel like this is what my older siblings look like when my tiny ass. Dude, not only am I small, but I'm also way younger than my siblings. That is what I looked like when I was trying to like beat up my siblings when I was a kid.
and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you. However, don't let the fact
I mean, I can't hurt. I can't carry my fucking cat sometimes.
that it's walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal.
Oh,
They
no.
are, in fact, violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bite you in half.
Oh no.
A hippo's jaw produces 2 1,000 psi of pure crushing force. So if he catches your
I have no idea how much that is, but that sounds like a whole goddamn lot.
ass,
Oh my... He bit that shit like it was a gummy bear. He bit that fucking watermelon like it was a goddamn fucking gummy bear.
you are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got two 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in...
How much is 20 inches? Hold on, I need to Google this. 20 inches. Oh my god, that is literally a third of my size. That is literally a third of my fucking size. You stack 3 of those on top of each other and that's me.
And you're big enough to stick your arm
What
through.
the
But
fuck?
honestly, the bite doesn't even matter. It weighs 4.5 tons and can run at 30k an hour.
Oh my god.
Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a fucking bus.
Oh.
There is no way we are winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over. In summary, don't with the hungry hippo.
Yeah, don't worry. I was not planning on doing that anytime soon. Dude, it's crazy how when I was growing up, I would see hippos in movies and shit, and I thought that they were just like silly little friendly animals. And then when I grew up, they unlocked into, like, they became one of the animals that I fear the fucking most. I am terrified of those motherfuckers, bro.